when they think about me, they think about being happy.
There are designers who made beautiful clothes, and then there are designers who changed the game. Patrick Kelly did both. If there is one fashion designer that I could go back in time to meet, it would be Patrick Kelly. If I was alive during this time, I'm pretty sure my closet would have been full of his pieces. His work just speaks to me. The way he used bows, pearls, and his signature buttons is just unmatched. His work was unique and bold, not to mention his designs were just full of joy and he led with love. Welcome to my channel, I'm Lakendra, and if there is one thing you should know about me, it's that I love fashion. From the history, the trends, and the icons who shaped the industry to the way fashion makes us feel. I'm here to break it all down because fashion isn't just about clothes. It's about confidence, expression, and making a space for everyone in it. So if you're as obsessed with fashion as I am, you're in the right place. Patrick Kelly was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi on September 24th, 1954, and his love for fashion started young. His aunt taught him how to sew. His grandmother Ethel introduced him to Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. But when 6-year-old Kelly noticed there were no black women in the magazines, he said, "I'll design clothes for all women," and he did. His grandmother was one of his biggest influences. While still in junior high school, he began to design and sew party dresses for girls in the neighborhood. Later in high school, he began designing department store windows and drawing sketches for newspaper advertisements. After Kelly graduated in 1972, he attended Jackson State University, where he also styled pageants. After studying art and African American history at Jackson State University for 2 years, Kelly moved to Atlanta in 1974. While there, he designed window displays for Yves Saint Laurent boutique and set up his own vintage store. He also worked as an instructor at the Barbizon Modeling School, where he became friends with several fashion models, including Iman, who first walked a Patrick Kelly design in Atlanta in 1976. In 1979, Kelly moved to New York to enroll in Parsons School of Design, but in fashion, breaking in wasn't easy. The lack of support pushed him to make the move that changed everything: Paris, where he worked with designer Paco Rabanne. Kelly also worked as a costume designer for a nightclub called Le Palais and sold his own design. In 1984, an exclusive Paris boutique gave Kelly a workshop and showroom. A year later, he went into business with his friend and photographer to create Patrick Kelly Paris. In 1985, the first Patrick Kelly Paris commercial collection was featured in a 6-page spread in French Elle magazine. This high fashion exposure led to Warner Co. investing in his business in 1987. Kelly signed a $5 million contract to create a line of clothing for Warner Co., which gave him international recognition. That year, his sales reached almost $7 million. In 1988, Vogue Patterns launched the first of 5 licensing patterns for Patrick Kelly. In 1988, he made history by becoming the first American and first black designer to be admitted to the Chambre Syndicale du Prêt-à-Porter, the prestigious governing body of French ready-to-wear. Kelly's clothes were bold, playful, and unmistakably his. Think bright colors, oversized bows, hearts, pearls, and his signature buttons. This is actually one of my favorite design elements of his. The way he could take mismatched buttons and make his pieces look like wearable art. His signature oversized buttons were actually an homage to his grandmother. When Kelly was younger, he'd lose his shirt buttons, and his grandmother would fix the shirts by taking mixed matched buttons from her sewing basket. His jersey knit dressings, often covered in those signature buttons, were both avant-garde and deeply personal. But Kelly also made a statement. His work pushed boundaries, confronting racism head on. He reclaimed imagery that had been used to oppress black people and used it in his designs, forcing the industry to acknowledge both its history and its power as a designer. Patrick Kelly once said, "I want my clothes to make you smile," and they definitely did. You could see the love and joy that he put into each design. It was also seen on his runways. The models sashayed, skipped, and twirled in his clothing, turning the catwalk into a party. He started all of his shows with a prayer backstage and spray painted a heart on stage, and his shows ended with a full-on celebration. Kelly often reappropriated racist gestures like blackface and flipped them, transforming them into political art. He used his platform as a way to go against the norms and highlight a path to a more inclusive future. He featured models of different colors on his runways with a spotlight on black women. He had a belief that black women needed a welcome space within fashion that also celebrated joy. He was all about inclusion, and I love that because I truly feel like fashion should be inclusive. It should be a space where everyone feels like they have a space. We shouldn't be limited by our age, color, race, shape, or size. He told People magazine in 1987, "I design for fat women, skinny women, all kinds of women. My message is you're beautiful just the way you are." This is such a beautiful message. In life, sometimes we can compare ourselves to others and wish we looked different, but Kelly reminded us that we are beautiful in our own ways. His eyes toward inclusion, accessibility, and his gracious southern charms were evidenced in the fine details in his runway shows. From his signature graffiti hearts that opened each show to the love list he would leave behind for guests. These lists included names of people and objects that inspired him. Buttons repeatedly appeared on these. Henry Bendel, Bloomingdale's, and Bertolph Goodman carried his designs. Celebrities like Cicely Tyson, Betty Davis, and Grace Jones were all his clients. By 1989, Kelly was at the height of his success, producing his line for Warner Co. in addition to other contracts including one from Benton, while developing plans for lingerie, perfume, and menswear. But Kelly got sick and unfortunately passed away in 1990 at just 35 years old. In 2004, the Brooklyn Museum presented Patrick Kelly a retrospective featuring 60 Kelly ensembles together with fashion photographs and selections from his collection of black memorabilia, all borrowed from the Kelly estate. In 2014, the Philadelphia Museum of Art presented the Runway of Love exhibition that presented more than 75 of his runway ensembles dating from 1984 to 1989 and was reconstituted by the Young Fine Arts Museum of San Francisco in 2021. In addition to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, Jackson State University, which Kelly briefly attended, maintains a collection of approximately 250 items. Jackson State exhibited part of its holdings in Patrick Kelly from Mississippi to New York to Paris and back in 2016. In 2023, Houston playwright Vincent Ventura had the world premiere of his play, The House of Patrick. The play is a fictionalized version of Patrick Kelly's life. The play was also read at the International Black Theatre Festival in 2024. Kelly's design influence can be found in modern designers' work, most notably in Jeremy Scott's ready-to-wear Fall 2009 collection. Patrick Kelly may have left us too soon, but his impact on fashion is eternal. He proved that fashion can be joyful, political, and deeply personal all at once, and that's a legacy worth remembering. Fashion is for everyone. Keep expressing yourself, keep showing up confidently, and if you love fashion as much as I do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, everybody is a fashion body. Be blessed and stay stylish.